Hi, I'm Liz Glogowski, Editor-in-Chief of the Customer Strategist Journal. Today, we're talking sales growth, specifically how to use data and insights to energize and accelerate your sales team performance and results. Joining me today are two experts who have lots of great insight to share about analytics and sales organizations. With me today are Barb Wingle, Executive Director of Data and Analytics, and Ryan Adams, Vice President of Sales Operations, both at TTEC. So to start, what would you say are some of the most important parts of using data within a sales organization? Why does it matter, and what are some ways that sales organizations are using data now? Maybe Ryan, we could start with you.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think we look at it in a couple different ways. The first key that we look at is what can we get immediately? What are immediate changes we can make? And really what we look at within the sales side is growing our sales performance through change, and how much change we can make from a behavioral standpoint and an employee standpoint. And really what we like to do is take the data that Barb's team brings forward to us and say, how can we speed that process up through using the data through our sales leadership and sales programs that we work with. And really what that will do is it allows us to take the leadership perspective, and instead of them going out and having to find gaps on their own and spend a bunch of time doing that, they can actually use the data to make the team a lot more efficient, work through it that way, and then go from there. So it really speeds up that process for us, helps in a lot of different ways at an employee level, at a team level, and then helps us identify gaps so we can create actions off those fairly quickly. So very helpful from that perspective.
Great, great. And then so how are you advancing some of the analytics to be able to help that?
So we think of analytics and data in a couple of different ways. So, and I'll talk about one way first, and then I'm sure as you ask more questions, we'll come up with the other way. But we think about it both to drive rep performance and program performance. And that's really what Ryan's talking about. The other way that we'll talk about later is how you use that to impact the customer journey, and how you use that to help our clients do more for their customers and everything. But from a rep perspective, we very much want to look at what is making a successful rep successful, and how can we duplicate that and replicate that. So bringing data and insight, so it's not just reporting of how many calls did they make, how long were they on the phone, what did they do, but it's actually taking all of that historical information and then saying, why is it happening? What is it that they're doing? How do you make that data relevant and make it about the rep and how you can improve rep performance? So it's giving them the insights of what's causing the behavior or what's causing the trend, not just here's what happened.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think we always look at from the sales perspective, like how do we, if we just to put it in your imagination, like if you're a sales leader coming into your team, you're coming in, the scorecard of your day should really be ready for you versus going out and trying to create it yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So understanding what were the gaps from the previous day, from the week, from the month, whatever might look like, and that's creating your coaching and development plan at an employee level or at a team level, and you can go out and just execute to that versus constantly trying to dive into everything yourself and figure it out yourself. And that's not what you're an expert at. You're an expert at the people, you're an expert at the sales process. So if we can hand that to them as they're walking in to start their day, to start their week, then it simplifies this whole process. And what Barb's team does is, they're experts at this, so they're able to provide those right in their hands as quickly as possible, which makes it really nice.
For more information on all things sales growth and customer experience, come see us at ttec.com or subscribe to the Customer Strategist Journal at customerstrategistjournal.com. There's more details in the description below as well. That's all for now. See you next time.